Hello once again. All right, so this is another one of my oldest books videos, but these are not comics, these are magazines. Now, these are not comics. They're not even comic magazines. These are Dragon magazines. These are the magazines that were published by TSR Incorporated for Dungeons and Dragons. Now, these are the 10 oldest Dragon magazines that I physically own. I have the Dragon magazine archive that was put out, where it was all put out on PDF. I have it, so I already have them all, but I like to collect the physical books as well. Now, you're not going to see an issue number 1 here. I haven't gotten anything that old, but I do have a lot of books that I have picked up over the years. Um, I don't remember. I can't. And I don't think any of these books are any of the originals that I ever had back in the day. I had a whole bunch, and I got rid of them when I got the archive. And I'm kicking myself. I should have hung on to them. But they take up a lot of space, and they take up a lot of space. But I what it is I had gotten rid of all my Dragon magazines before third edition came out, and I kept all the ones after third edition. I think. At a certain point, I got rid of the older books I had, and so I've slowly been over many years. I only ever buy them when I find them locally, and I find them for $5 or less. Or if they're older books, like some of these, maybe $10 or $15 less, depending on how good a condition they are. I think for these, I paid like no more than $5 to $10 for each one of these. So, all right, let's get into this. So we have issue number 55. This is the oldest one I have. I do have one of the ones that's like the best of Dragon number 3, but I'm not including those other books that weren't part of the actual run of magazines. So we got Dragon issue number 55. It says a new D&D adventure, fiction by Gardner Fox and Dinosaurs Revisited as the taglines. And that's an Errol Ultis. I hope I'm saying it's an Errol Ultis cover. So that is pretty much that's the oldest one I have. And I probably should have done this in the other way, where it's like you see the newest ones. But I'm shooting this now. Let's go from oldest to newest instead of newest to oldest, because I didn't think of that. All right, so moving towards the more current stuff, we have issue number 59, and this is Traveler magazine. It's got a Dragon magazine, and it says a Traveler adventure, new magic for magic users, monster methodology, and a word I won't say out loud on YouTube because you really shouldn't say it anymore because it's considered a bad word. So let's see if I can cover up the word. But there's the really cool traveler artwork done for that magazine. And that's, you can see the issue number 59. Like I said, I should have done this in the reverse, like the other order, but too late now. All right, so we got issue number 66. Dragon magazine, and it says learn to speak thieves can't and illusionist spells on the cover. So there you go. Sorry about the glare. And we have another one. It's like issue number 67. Got a bit of a run here, and it has a you know how like in comic books some kid writes their name on it. Somebody did that as well for this. So number 67, Astral Adventuring, Greyhawk Diet is a new magic user spells were the taglines for this. And you can see, there we go, show the artwork, and some kid wrote their name on it. So whoever you are, I have your book now. It belongs to me. Got issue number 68. And this is the taglines on this say AD&D, weather system, gaming in the Ice Age, and the cloistered cleric. So issue number 68. All right, moving on. The next one up, we have 70. Issue number 70, new AD&D adventure, tournament trips, the Smith NPC. And this has an excellent cover. A lot of the covers for Dragon Magazine are people don't realize it, how good they are, until you go back and you look. And there are some amazing art on these covers. Now we have issue number 73, new AD&D adventure. It's got as a tagline with Inner Planes Examined and the Duelist NPC class. Ooh, the Duelist NPC class. So there we go. And this one's not as in good a shape as some of the others. Well, some of them, all of them are like in. These are game magazines. They were used like and abused, just like any comic book can be abused. People have used these. So we got issue number 74, and AD&D playing aid. And AD&D means Advanced Dungeons and Dragons for those that don't know. And this is 4 different dragons and computer character creation. So we're getting into the era of like, how do you create your characters using a computer? All right, and we have second last one here, issue number 76. Years in the making, our best index ever, an eye of the, and it says an eye of the beholder. So, see, can I tell who the artist is? Nope. 1982 though. Look at that. I know some people who love tentacle covers will appreciate that. And they're going to be like, why are you showing me all of this? I have to get all this now. Well, if you're going to get into, and I'm thinking of, I know Hagen from Leathers Comics is getting into Dungeons and Dragons. Do yourself a favor. Look for some of the old school stuff. I know you like to collect weird, obscure things some of the time, but some of the artwork on these mags are great. And the content in them, if you judge them based on that time period, there is a lot of content that is just. And I know you and Hagen, or you and Nate, and all, and I wonder if Mr. Akins from What's on the Cover. I wonder if he still has all his original Dragon magazines that he collected. And I think he's a lot younger than I am, so he probably may not have magazines this old. But anyway, we have Dragon number 78 is the last one, and it's Citadel by the Sea, a new Advanced Dungeons and Dragons module, and it says psionics from all sides. So that's like mentalism and mental power magic, and that is an amazing cover. So that is just some of them. And you know what? I'm gonna take this one out so I have a bit of time. And I'm gonna look up because the very first one I showed, I actually looked and made sure it's like, is this an Erroltus cover? And I didn't really check the other ones. Let's see. This contributing artist. Come on. Tell me who did the cover. It doesn't really say. Should say, I know it says it somewhere. Let me see if they have the little splash. It's gotten to the point where they have the little splash and show you the cover art image on the interior somewhere. I'm not seeing it. Or maybe I'm missing it. My role-playing friend says, look on this page. I'm like, yeah, I don't have things memorized. Every book. It has the issues contributing artists. Dennis Bovis, Roger Rupp, Timothy Truman, Phil Foglio, Dave Trampier, and Larry Elmore. I wonder if that's an Elmore cover. Maybe. I think it might be. I'm not sure. Maybe it's a Larry Elmore cover. Doesn't really say, and it just gives you the issues contributing artists. And it isn't until later on that they actually start have like in the table of contents, and they'll have the cover image on the same page, and they show under caption, this artist did this for this thing. So some of these older ones, it's like, who the hell did this? So let's see. Maybe it's somewhere in the back. I'm not seeing it. Oh, I gotta show you this though. We have what's in the back of this is for the comic book people. We have wormy. Can you see that? Oh, I'm not getting it all properly. You know, that's the problem with the. See, I hope you can see that properly. And we have here, where my finger is, Snarf Quest by Elmore. So that's probably what it is. See, I don't know. Maybe that's it might be an Elmore cover, or maybe it's David Trampier. That might be who it is as well. I don't have them all memorized, unfortunately. You know what? I'm going to do that later because I don't want to get over the time that I used to shoot videos. All right, so there you have. That's my oldest Dragon magazines. I'm going to do Dungeon magazines as well, but I have to dig out where those are. um, so let me know if you want to keep seeing this. And that's my oldest Dragon magazines. I can't talk. From the oldest one to the like. So they're my 10 oldest, but I didn't do it in reverse order like I'd wanted to, but that's okay. You still saw the 10 oldest Dragon magazines that I have. Let me know, are you a role-playing guy or a comic book guy who collects role-playing magazines, old school stuff? I just recently shot a video where I showed my Traveler books that I own, and that was inspired by David from Still Only 35 Cents. This one was sort of inspired by um, guys, I mean, Mr. Akins from What's on the Comic Rack, and Hagen. I know he's getting into 5th edition D&D, and I know a lot of the other guys. I know Mike from Lunch Buddy Comics. He's a D&D guy. So if you're a comic book guy and you love role playing, let me know in the comments. And if you're just a role playing person who loves role playing and is glad to see that, let me know as well. All right. So like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I hope you're having a great day.